Hi and all. This is Kesak Reddy from D section. Today my topic is blockchain based decentralized application for multiple administrative domain networking. Diverse 5G services envisioned call for advanced multi-administrative domain services deployments. Open challenges arise from vertical customers of communication service provides, leading to a complex distributed SLA based or gestation hazards. Stakeholders at the different administrative domains are looking for a shared revenue model from remaining scenario and vertical business. For a given end-to-end network services, it realization would benefit for every per domain segment being able to distributively contribute to the deliver and assuring of given service supply chain in addition to contractual operation workflows in a case of SLA breaches. To attend the decentralization non-trusting administrative domains in need of chained smart contracts for a consensus, we advocate for the opportunities unlocked by the shared ledger of abstract capabilities via blockchain-based decentralized application (DApps) for multiple data administration domain networking. Such natively distributed and dynamical scenarios built for rebootness and fault tolerance are hardly addressable by trusting the centralized database or intermediate marketplaces. Uh, as recognized by pre-standardization. The authors are with the School of Electrical and Computer Engineering, Universities of Campanias, Brazil research efforts, and earlier commercial solutions. The main contribution of the article is establishing a walkthrough from the background baselines via motivating perspectives and potential candidates, strategies, and implementation of options to incorporate blockchain based apps into multiple data administrative domain scenarios. Our proof of concept prototype experiments of a blockchain based multiple domain or orchestrators domain domed in showcase smart concept of the life cycle management of network services across administrative domains. Such arguments baggage sustains our standardization outlook discussion towards feasibility prospects of incorporation blockchain based D apps into three standardizing developing organization using use case scenario. Following the next generation mobile networks, Alliance terminology provides to an entity providing services, including an operator of the administrative domain, as a provide provider many obtained benefits from the offering services, sparing the capability or resources to or from third parties to enrich the services provided to its end customer. Henceforth, we refer to an administrative domain as the scope of jurisdiction of a provider. MDO stands for the entity responsible for providing network service lifecycle operations or management across administrative domains. A network asset consists of any resources available for networking services. Discovery consists of preserving provider boundaries and interconnection that might exist with direct or remote administrative domains to provide or obtain services capabilities via so-called interpoints. Exposure changes of selected information regarding the network assets capable among providers. Intent defines the proposal of intended network service requirements among providers aiming to realize a service level agreement. Negotiate encompasses providers policy enforcement to attain operational business needs. Fulfill conceives the instances of the network services business agreements over providers, enforcing its lifecycle operations or management over workflows by trading policies. Analytics. Measurement of network service operation metric across domain must prevail to provide a transparently verify cost associated with the utilization of the network assets of policy and SLA enforcement. Besides cohesive analysis of a network, assess the behavioral patterns should conveys in inference method to enable predictive and reactive acquisition workflows from the network service runtime optimization. Automation ugly networking demand automation, for instance, applied to a service lifecycle management or orchestration in multi-administrative networking, including self-scaling, healing of the virtual and physical infrastructure. To attain the vertical business requirements, automation must transform the current manual and monolithic networks operational environments into a dynamic, non-demand network services fulfillment mode of operation. uh, why and how blockchain dApps formality administrative domain networking. Similar to Egli cloud environments in a web scale companies, carriers pursue fluid network infrastructure to uphold analytics, automation, and distributed orchestration via software centric innovations from radio access to the core. However, current monolithic end-to-end connectivity series is slowly deployed through intra-domain manual configuration over a redundant, costly infrastructure footprints, settle opaque SLAs to eventually assure inter-domain handshake agreements through coincide access permissions, blockchain smart contract turns a distributed MDO partnership agreement into a software artifact, artifact securely programmable to compose transparent and automated chains for custody for network assets across providers. Uh, indulging the blockchain dApps 3 administrative domains can partner via smart contract designed to offer, negotiate, and track the network assets, it metrics and lifecycle management operations, and be projected by the trigger events in the occurrence of the specific transactions. Analyzing the logged events, provides can perform proper actions over their smart contract network assets such as trading, on onboarding, healing, billing, and so on. Table 1 summarizes the key rationale of a MDO calling for a blockchain's approach instead of a traditional centralization based database approach. Multi-administrative domain DApp, a prime sets general goals, defines the DApp's objective to explore one or more MDO operations phases and the outline of an APA managed smart contract and access the permission of the blockchain network. Identify the assets, establishes the representation of the network assets when stored in the blockchain, delineating properties and attributes to explain representing on their status in different operation states. Under changing in a state of accounts contracts, set the DApps interface to operations and conditions of the smart contract methods containing entries and logical functions to modify the status of the network assets and reflecting the actions taken on them. Define DApp and contract lifecycle. Settles the DApp and smart contracts operational logic and establishes the timeline of events or conditions they might trigger or interface from the instantation until the decommission included details of a possible behavior and actions altering the programmable logic. Conclusion. Multiple domain networking is considered as a promising approach for the delivering of the upcoming 5G innovative services involving new wholesale offerings and verticals with varied business needs, a landscape demanding advantages from the current monolithic inter-domain connectivity model into an ugly and transparent SLAs for uh, intricate end-to-end network services. In this article, we discuss how blockchain-based DApps offer an opportune approach to streamline potential solutions and standardized approaches opportunities for multi-domain services in SDO's use case scenario. According to the state of affairs, activities associated with multi-administrative networking and blockchain sit still in an early stage, respectively constructing the detailed requirement and mature operations evidence. Thank you.